Alright, I'm gonna put a 120. Let's go. I know it's the wrong way, but we gotta go. Oh shit, it bounced. It don't matter. There we go. Moving on your blue mark. So it made it. ¿Calabacita ya se acabaron o qué?
There's a question mark here. Contact box. Warrior.
Found something.
Just a weapon. I could use those grenades. There you go. Alright. Following you.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here. It doesn't matter what you're playing.
No, that's cool. I totally understood that.
And I don't want to stop her game. She's really.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? I ain't talking about you.
Yes, I am.
Northeast, 100 meters.
Hey, do you
No,
still
man,
have
they
the, what
want-
you call it?
The who know what?
We left, oh, man, we left the,
Dropping a pin, southeast, 300 meters.
encrypted hard drive.
I told you. You said we get it later on. What?
No, that's not what I thought you had it.
Negativo.
We gotta go back.
Alright, let me put this turn down.
Requesting sentry! Requesting sentry!
Got that up. We get it, man.
Ooh.
Calling in
I do it. I do it.
Helldiver reporting to the front! Orbital inbound!
And let's just take care of that.
Calling down a sentry.
Moving in.
Yeah, I'm already raiding with the watch. You just popping two rockets.
Fire in the hole!
Close one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
So
just
that
gotta
wasp
hit it
is that
like
wasp is absolutely multi-purpose.
Hey, spring. You jump on that trigger, you can put one round at a time. Problem is hidden target.
Throwing grenade!
Man, I'm going old school, just tossing in dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
Fire in the hole! Calling down a sentry!
A little bit more ammo.
I'm trying to get up there, but duck the turret.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. You gotta run them out.
That tells you out. I'm coming back up here. Alright, so we gotta go back to where we came.
Mm-hmm.
Calling down a
Yeah, this is clear now.
Alright, this way.
Have a taste of democracy.
Ya que mira mami, llévate a su ya, mira, ya se está quedando, ya está bien dormida. Ellos lo que quieren es dormir ya, mi amor. Todavía nos queda media hora.
Hey, bro. I don't know if you remember me, but Uncle Gamer and I are friends. Hello?
Tagging map. Southeast.
Who's that?
300 meters.
I don't see your name. All I see is D3.
A friend, brother.
Hey, he knows you. He's in the team.
Copy that. Even if I didn't know you,
You're
welcome.
in the team. You're in the
Welcome, bro.
team. Bring a weapon, bring ammo. Go kill something.
Helldiver, what is your profession? Chewing bubble gum and killing bugs. And right now, I'm all out of bubble gum.
We all out.
Alright.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Sample should greatly aid in the war.
Nah, bro, we played like 6 months ago and you were on my friends list after that.
Oh, I can believe it. I've been playing this game for forever. And,
I've got the
There it is.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver to
since it
combat.
first came out, and I've met some cool people, I've met some dickheads, and sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
All right.
But
Put
you
the
know.
mark block in the bridge. Oh shit! I'm in the water. No.
Oh, no.
Enemy. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah, I made it. I learned how to swim.
Sweet. But E1, he's a friend that I met. What? How long have you been playing? About 3 weeks now.
Man, yeah, it's about ready. Man. 3
Yeah,
weeks,
you
let's
know,
say.
really cool guy. I enjoy playing with him. We found some other games we have in common. You know, and he don't mind. He likes being part of the Uncle Gamer Network. So you know.
Oh, talking back to Diablo, they got the new update, and they got some cool stuff, man.
Like I said, tomorrow, any day this week, you want to play, hit me up. We'll get it in. Like I said, I got some other things that I'm doing, you know, especially on my broadcast. Like I'm doing my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough with King's Rage, and some other games. I just finished up my Hogwarts playthrough. Pretty far, as I said.
How much stuff you can get out of suiting up a character on Diablo? So many things that you can
Yes. Like, I've got like 2 or 3 characters on there. Like I got a druid.
do. Yeah, I got a bunch.
I think I got a wizard.
Because new season comes out and then I go do a new one.
Well, I don't play in the season mode. I don't understand what's that actually bringing to the game other than just
Weapons, and stuff that you're not gonna get on the others.
But I'm doing fine with the weapons that I have in the regular game.
Ooh, yeah. You know what I just got me? I just killed the jailer. I just killed that big old son of a gun. And now I got his weapon. Oh, yeah. Even though he's a level, 9, I think I got it. I gotta keep upgrading. Alright. I'm back over here. They were waiting on him.
20 minutes remaining.
I bet they was.
They sure were. Look at that. Where'd they go? Oh, there's one little hole left over there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm gonna drop the SS drive. Let's get this hole.
That's what you said. No, that's what Diddy said.
That's what Diddy said.
Oh, missed. No,
How about a nice hug? Liberty.
Foco is mine. It's mine. Oh shit. Alright.
Breach.
Gas coming up there. I got the rocket pots in the bag. I'm gonna throw a 120. Oh shoot! 120 going right at us because somebody knocked me over with that 100. Fuck. Come on. Oh, yeah, everybody's getting killed.
I gotta get back up there and get that SSD drive.
Yep. Yeah, there's 3 of me
Got it.
already.
Dropping a
I
pin.
think it is.
200 meters.
No, you did. You got it.
Tagging map. Northeast. 200 meters.
Moving up. You 3 let's clear the way for this guy.
Yep. I'm gonna just follow behind your 6.
One shot. He's ripping it open over there. Good job, man. You got stalkers all around you, man. Behind you. Good shit. Oh, this one's mine.
Alright, and putting SSD drive on the terminal.
Bing, bada, bing.
Calling in a resupply.
Oh, man, you beat me to
Requesting
it.
sentry.
Sending down
I'm on the
sentry.
terminal.
Alright. Anybody need a support weapon? I'm calling one in just in case.
Nah, I'm good.
Tagging map. Southeast. Far.
Oh, I still brought this.
Engaging terminal.
Somebody get on the
I got you.
Objective located. East.
Requesting air support.
just tilted 180 degrees in any direction.
I got the terminal.
Stop.
Dropping a pin. Southeast. Far.
See your Mark G3? That's our next rendezvous.
Wow.
Reinforcing.
Sorry, the queen and the prince not what I'm gonna do at the moment. Why not?
Your stuff is right there.
Democracy has been
Alright.
delivered. May your extraction be swift.
Let's go get his stuff and then let's go move on.
Yes, sir.
I got a Watts ready over here if you want one, fella.
Extraction is available.
We got 14 minutes on the clock.
Danger.
Yeah. What up, Kwanzaa? Uncle Gamer Network #1 fan, baby. Not just the number one fan, number one supporter.
Join Gang Anchor Gamer Network for life I lost.
Calling in orbital
Christ,
strike.
Alright, I'm putting gas. I'm gonna put the turn right here to keep them big. I'm gonna save that 120 for a rainy moment.
Y'all need to try the new Illuminance.
We have. We've tried them.
120 coming, because the bridge is still going. I'll get it, I'll get it. Oh, bastard.
Calling down a sentry.
Sending down sentry. Objective critical.
Oh boy.
Man, that was close.
Stratagem no longer available.
Calling in a hell bomb.
You may proceed to extraction when ready.
Check for samples. I got a hell bomb coming in.
Bust that thing.
Sending in an eagle.
Alright, get ready to stand clear.
Engaging
Activate.
terminal.
Last button. Run.
Last
Clear the
button.
area. Like to take all freedom.
There's one behind that tree. Got it.
We're shooting.
Heavy. South. Close.
Alright, where are we going?
Oh!
Something.
Time to get off planet.
Tagging map. South.
What it is, bro? We got these big some mission moves. You got me, and I got it.
Calling in reinforcements.
He's down.
Reinforcing.
Man, 7 samples. That's good.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Support weapon.
Not a good situation.
Lord have mercy, we got a bug breach.
Yep, I see it.
Coming to you, coming to you. Give me a second. Ron's always.
I was trying to hit it to keep it busy for you. It's all good though.
Deploying reinforcements.
It's hell divers though.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Hey, it's hell divers. If you don't die, you ain't doing something.
Oh, I was trying to throw that past you. I'm not glad it didn't stick to you.
Machine guns right here. Alright, 120 going out. Check your neck. Call it.
Calling in extraction.
See if I can see those samples.
I'm playing with
Request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
El Morocco.
Give it.
Oh, okay. And DeFrano. I remember you.
Oh, one? Yeah. What's up,
Yeah.
brother?
Somebody
I have to
is-
admit, though, I am a little racist. I'm sorry, but I think you're cool.
I have to admit, I'm a little racist,
ETA T-minus
but I think you're cool.
seconds.
Calling down a sentry.
You're gonna have to let me
Don't
live with
ask
that
me
for a
nothing.
second.
No, just don't ask me nothing about Jesus, bro. I'm sorry.
Okay. I would
Have
ask.
you heard Kanye new song?
No. First off, I'm 54 years old. Kanye don't make music for me.
But
And that's
don't
fine.
act like you wasn't. Don't act like you wasn't listening.
Requesting sentry.
Kanye song 2002, bro.
I was.
You
In 2002, I was 31. difference now.
Oh, bro, you still listen to Kanye? Don't lie to me.
I don't. Hey, well, listen. First off, I don't listen to the radio or anything, so I'm selecting music that I listen to.
Brother,
And
Kanye
most of the
on
music
the
and the music
radio.
I listened to was all recorded before 2008.
Same here.
So you don't listen, you don't hear his new song.
You asked me that how many
Quote,
times, and I
unquote.
don't know how many times I can answer. No, I haven't.
Yo,
I
you
haven't.
want to hear something funny? I have never heard a song from him. How about that? I have never heard a song from Kanye.
Oh, I heard some
If I
songs
have,
from
I didn't know
Have
it
a
was
Little
him.
Marvin Gaye. Somebody out there getting it. Whoa, they out there going for it.
Arriving at coordinates.
Never heard of Kanye songs?
Well,
Never heard of
Landing in progress.
I just don't like it.
Yo, they is out there
You never
going
heard
for
of Runaway?
two chicks out there fighting.
Let's go, let's go.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20
I
seconds.
listen
never
to all
heard
kinds
of
of music.
Stronger?
I got all the way from Snoop Dogg to
They
heavy
better not make me
metal.
go out there with my pistol.
Dude, you got
Calm that
9
shit
seconds.
down.
Let's go. Come on. 9 seconds. 5,
I'm being nosy.
3, 2,
Extraction
1.
complete.
There you go.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Yo, I'm about to be nosy, yo.
Bro.
Let me grab my pistol, go the fuck outside and be real nosy. I'll be right back.
So you're telling me you know nothing about Kanye new song?
Nope. Look,
Uncle Gamer.
I'm kind of a
Video taken.
social caveman. I ain't got Facebook, I ain't got no social media, only WhatsApp on my phone. And I keep it that way because a lot of people, they say they're your friends and say stuff. As soon as you change your Facebook, all of a sudden after years of not talking, they're coming out. Nah, that's not real.
That's crazy. No social media whatsoever then. Not even Twitter.
Nope. None of those.
You don't even be posting on like Reddit.
Nope. The only posting that I use randomly do, it's on WhatsApp, and I bump into something and I put it just for the people that I know.
That was one for the record books, where all missions are logged.
Somebody
in
give me a
access.
gun.
Yo! I really had to go out there with the thin thing.
For real? What happened?
Yes! Motherfuckers down there, I don't know what's going on, girl downstairs. I thought it was outside,
Keep
but it
an
was
eye on
right
the
out
streets,
front. The
however.
people downstairs moving out, and they going through some shit, whatever that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But now they tearing the fucking downstairs up. So, and Kwanzaa, you know the young boy next door. Me and him both come out that motherfucker all for war. Creeping down the steps like motherfucker, like SEAL Team shit, like hell divers.
Hellpods primed.
But it's all good
Locate-
though.
It's all good though.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
Yeah, once you
think
put
they
a
got
little bit
some
of
shit
iron
like
on
Helldivers
somebody,
already.
they move.
Yeah, that shit calm right down.
Oh shit, we
Orbit
can start right here on top.
synchronized.
Yeah, that shit
Oh, that's all right. It ain't clear from top to bottom.
You and Kareem have guns.
But yeah, I was telling here, the friend
Yes.
was asking me for reals. I never heard Danny and said, nope. And I ain't got no Facebook, no social media, no, only WhatsApp. About it. I want 20 came in clutch for those nests. What for those bastards? Oh, I got 4 pots. When you use a pot, if I'm not mistaken, they kind of auto aim a little bit on the bigger guys, correct? When you use
No.
the pot round, the rocket pots.
No.
Let me use this one then.
The only auto aim is with the gun.
Laser.
With your gun.
The wasp.
Like out of taco.
What's up?
And out of
What's
taco.
up? What? Oh, this is the best thing right there. And then. What you thinking, Uncle?
What are we doing?
No, I'm
This
gonna
is
Raising
a
flags? Okay, yeah. No.
Let me change it.
Not tanks. Not anti. Yeah. Matter of fact, just get the anti-personnel. But the fire will get it.
Has
The-
joined
Yeah,
squadron.
yeah. No way, we don't get. You know what? I'll put this on this thing.
Hello. Welcome to the Uncle Gaming Network, bloke. How are you?
Bingo.
Holy shit. You're a black guy and you can do a pretty alright English accent. That's not okay.
Helipod launch initiated.
Because at the end of that sentence was the most important part. I'm just a guy. But it can only last so long. It usually, at some point, if I do it too long, transforms into a Jamaican patois.
Fuck it up, boy.
What you talk about? Go bump on your head, boy. You know me. I.
Abandon baby, you can do whatever you want to do.
No, but Jamaicans are some of the best people in the whole world. I love their food. I
Yeah.
love jerk chicken.
I'm not a fan of Jamaican food. I hope you
You know
know.
what?
I mean, it's tasty, but you know, I'm not.
Where?
It won't be something I'm absolutely looking forward to. It'll be a craving that I had sometime, man.
You don't like macaroni cheese, bro? You don't like Jamaican macaroni cheese on oxtails?
I don't consider that necessarily Jamaican food.
I don't know. I don't have Jamaican food often. I like it though.
But Jamaican food is part of the what I like to call the copy that Southwest 100 meters are the soul food diaspora. It's part of the soul food
but
pal.
here's a real question: is Mexican food better, or is it overdone?
No, because you have to see. I'm a foodie, and
Because I'm
A bit
Mexican
of an-
and I make a lot of Mexican food.
what
like
I
Mexican
find
food.
about Mexico first, because you have to consider its cultural roots.
Mm-hmm.
You have to consider its cultural roots. That cow, pig, stuff like that, they're relatively new.
Big guy, we got a big guy.
Uncle
to,
David,
uh,
watch out.
I see.
Barraging. Or creative barraging.
Alright, he's on me.
I'm running.
Ooh, I tried to hit him straight
Bugs
on
on me.
Oh! I'm being ragged all over this damn thing. I found me a miss though. I don't think you can start it. Let's see what it is. No, it's a regular good old man.
Calling down fortification.
It's a big one.
Oh, I ran right into it. I was trying to dive. I hit the button too late.
No way.
But back to what I was saying about Mexican food. Authentic Mexican food has rich, deep tradition, flavors.
Tell you. You have no idea. And the
Jeez,
same-
I got killed by that
it's
same
not gonna
bomb
be the
twice.
same.
Yeah, but like, then you get Taco Bell, fucking Jose Peppers, and they fuck it up.
Listen,
Taco Bell ain't no real.
Taco Bell's not
Bell
Mexican
is
food.
just- Yeah, it's just an American way of eating
It's
tacos
junk food.
and saying it's American.
Yeah,
Listen.
but like Jose Peppers. They
That-
have like so
that-
many
that-
They
other-
use what you would call traditional Tex-Mex spices and flavorings to justify calling it Mexican, and then it's not Mexican food. Cumin, they use a lot of cumin in their seasoning, and watch yourself, Rocco.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what I mean. They fuck it up. So is that the same thing with like?
Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't say they fuck it up. They customize it to make profit out of it.
First off,
Try to maintain the looks and the flavor. They really don't.
most
So that begs the question with
most
all
American at the time Taco Bell, you would think you have to understand that their goal is to be as palatable as they can be to the widest section of people that they can be.
No, Chad, I just
Yeah.
with mine.
So thusly, like, do you?
So they
does that
can't-
mean, like every type of food is like every restaurant, like Japanese food is not.
When it gets
authentic,
yes.
like, Jamaican food isn't authentic. Like when you go to a Jamaican restaurant, it's not authentic.
Most Jamaican, you have to understand, most Jamaican, I don't know any chain Jamaican restaurants. They're not chain stores. So that makes a difference.
Family owned, you mean?
They're family owned. So it's an individual
90% of them,
recipe. And if you don't like it, too bad for you.
Yeah, that's that.
Don't order that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
But what we're not going to do, oh, can you make me some oxtail stew with no onions? No, we can't. That's how it comes. You know what I mean? They're not going, they ain't got a pot. Just, can you do it vegan? Not one of no vegan dishes. Now some Nouveau spots may have vegan dishes and stuff like that, and that's great. You know what I mean? I have no problem with that. But I'm not a vegan, so I have no skin in the game. And what I mean by that is, I'm not. If it ain't no vegan options, I wouldn't know because I didn't ask that. And 90% of the people I know wouldn't ask that. Somebody's stuff is over here.
For example, we have a couple of Puerto Rican restaurants over here. I'm Puerto Rican. I go eat there, and I won't go twice because when they serve you, the name, the look is there, but when you taste it, the taste is me that I know.
Right.
You know
So watered down.
Maybe you never ate it before, and you're believing in that it.
When I want Puerto Rican food, I'm going to the Poppy store in the hood.
There you go. You go to Poppy's and Mom and stuff. And then when you go to the island, it's even different. Because
it's different there. I took a cruise where we was in Puerto Rico for a week. Man, that shit was lovely.
You eat and party all day long. I mean, so it's the same with everybody.
But you have to understand, like I said,
you might get a taste
traditional old world dishes from any country, any region in the world is based around, more times than not, you trying to preserve this food because you didn't have refrigeration. So if I got meat, I got to cook all this. I got to find a way to cook all this now. So that's why a lot of meat smoked.
Save it for a couple of days.
This is why a lot of meats are smoked, salted, so they'll last 3 or 4 months.
Even spice, when you put pepper and spice on there, it kills bacteria.
And sometimes, sometimes you cover an iffy meat. A lot of dishes were about covering up iffy meat. Places that come from a lot of spice outside, quote unquote, outside of Europe, they use spice to do that. Europeans use a lot of stews and root vegetables. Look at that dish. Stews and root vegetables. Whoa.
Nah, I got somebody on one side. Watch out, them. Somebody's right in front of me.
Somebody Terra did me dirty.
Yeah, turn over here. This thing is ripping.
Yeah, that's why I'm laying on the ground now.
Oh shit, this is a close bridge. Watch out. Dynamite the hell out of it.
Requesting air support.
Funny joke, my favorite dish is Puerto Rican women.
I didn't even. That's a lot going on over here, QDZ. A lot going on. It ain't personal. Contacts.
Oh, yep, I'm on it.
I'm gonna start bringing that. Shit. Yeah, that turret chop. Anyway,
Okay.
you know I love you, Kwanzaa. Stop acting like that, B.
Ready to liberate.
Do you know you got me here? I'm in the game pontificating
Reloading.
and talking, running my lip.
Okay.
Again, it ain't personal, baby.
There you go.
Requesting sentry.
This will stop him on the track. Ooh, man. You're in the wrong spot. My God, where are they all coming?
You have ignited the torches of liberty.
Damn dirty bastards.
Extraction awaits.
I'm freaking small. Get off the ground.
Alright, let's get this, yeah. Goddamn radio tower, let's get that. And be gone.
Oh, yeah, we sure can.
Yeah.
Oh, no, my guy. Look at this guy. I hate that dirty goddamn. You got him?
No, he's still alive. Reloading.
Watch out.
He's gone. Oh!
I didn't even know it was gonna have that much of a range. My bad.
Me either.
I thought it was gonna be more compacted, like a shotgun. Stop it. Oh man, your stuff is right on there.
Joining the fray.
No, I got another one.
Gentlemen, I have to go to work. Uncle Gamer Network for life. Gang, 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 gang.
Alright, QD. Y'all see you, man. Have a good, be safe at work.
Last reload. Rare sample collected.
Tagging map. Northeast, far.
There's some names right there in the front.
Marking location. North calling in an eagle.
Administering freedom. Requesting orbital.
Airstrike.
Yes, go. Yes,
Oh, there you go. I was gonna put a 120, but dang, you put a 380. I bet you're gonna miss some them. Too big.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, ah, too late. It's already been said. Oh,
There
yeah.
we go.
I thought it was gonna miss, because you know, him wider range.
Oh, contact.
Yeah. I did it pop. And
Sending in an eagle. Requesting fortification. Tunnel breach.
that should take care of it.
Watch it, son. Watch it. 9 o'clock, the friend.
Calling down a support weapon.
Just shoot.
Watch out there.
Requesting air support.
Alright, time for the big guns.
All right, let's keep pushing, squad.
We were taking care of a bridge over here. We're done now.
All right. Spore spewer. Got a lock.
Pump it.
Down. Gotta love this wasp.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's growing on me quickly.
There's another one out there too. You get past airstrike.
Sending in an eagle.
Administering freedom.
down a sentry.
Entry out.
Sending down sentry.
I'm pushing north to get eyes on
I'm right behind you. I'm using cover to D3 with the rush.
I'm trying to get eyes on this spore spewer out here. Perfect. I think that cleared the trees for me.
Good. Watch out, you got what's her name behind you?
Yeah, they want me. Reloading.
Yeah, I'm out of ammo on the west. Oh, my God. I got the blizzard, dude. This thing goes everywhere.
You may proceed to extraction
Reloading.
when ready.
That's one more down.
Yeah, I'm getting closer a little bit.
Oh, it's like 3 of them out there, yo.
Last reload.
Man, these bucks are relentless.
Requesting sentry.
Objective located. Northeast,
Requesting
50
air
meters.
support.
Good strike. Good effect.
Have a taste of democracy.
Good effect.
Tagging map.
Oh, man.
100 meters.
Watch out, we got a 5,000-pound ninja. Oh, my gun, we can't even hear him come. He's on my potato. Somebody got on his potato. Shit, there we go. Oh, man, he got me.
Half reinforcement budget remaining.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate. Orbital inbound. Sending in an eagle.
Oh, shit.
Ducks right there.
How'd you like to chase? I need.
Oh, I'm out of stems. Help.
I got your money until you can give you one thing. I got you. Good. You survived.
My man.
Supplies are income.
Requesting advanced weaponry. Reporting to the front.
Oh, shit. Good, my bad.
Airstrike in.
Alright, got another airstrike. Same spot.
Ah, I'm down.
Man, I couldn't get to you on time.
That's okay.
I saw you. There's speed on you, man. There's stupid.
5,000-pound ninja snuck up on me.
I know, man. That's stupid. It should make some type of vibration. Don't make a sound, but let the remote vibrate so you know it's coming.
100 meters.
Requesting fortification. Sending in an eagle.
Motherfucker as big as a damn school bus. With armor.
And just as
And
fast.
grunge.
Heavy. East. Close.
And he hates us.
Requesting air support.
Let me
Requesting
change
sentry.
the artillery. Let's see how this stuff. He ain't like that. Not that either. What did you say? That was good.
You may proceed
we're
to
home free.
extraction when ready.
Oh, why'd you say that?
20 minutes and we're still... Damn, we cleared that out.
I'm calling you back.
Yeah, gotta go.
Please do.
And getting samples over in the middle of all that.
Please do.
And we left some samples up there, didn't we?
Requesting advanced weaponry.
If I'm not mistaken, Em, since you're looking for samples, we left some up there. There's like 7 of them. There's a bunch of them over here.
At this point, I'm kind of not really that worried about samples.
I mean, either, but it seems
I
like
get, if we can get them, But you know, we'll hold down.
I'll go get 'em. Stay here.
Go ahead. We'll hold it down. Call in resupply.
Supply beacon.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30
Yeah,
seconds.
let the young blood go do all that good stuff.
Dropping item.
And pick up them samples.
Ooh, we got company. Nice one, too.
Oh, you caught one. Snitch.
Oh,
Did I get him? I think I got him.
I know, but I know it was, yeah, you get me.
You get me.
T-minus 1 minute.
Oh, damn little rock and roll everywhere.
There's a lot of bugs. Calling in a 380 barrage.
Yeah, we got him.
Man, he took him forever to die.
Shit.
Oh.
That's a quick one.
ETA T-minus 30
Yeah, I know.
seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Hopefully I can stay alive for 20 seconds.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates. Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
Hold up.
Sending in an eagle.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
So
Way to
how
do
do
it,
I get
folks.
the flag?
Smiles upon your trail.
How do you get the what?
I saw a flag emote update. How do I get the flag emote?
I don't know. It's probably in a war bond.
Yeah, it's a new
There's
one.
no war bond.
It hasn't come out yet.
Ah, fuck, dude. Everyone's saying it's
Oh,
out.
we missed the LiDAR. That's what it was.
Maybe for computer it might be, but I think it was Thursday, if I'm not mistaken.
Thursday? Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I just
It
need to go 2 more
could be
days.
tomorrow. It could be tomorrow. I could be mistaken, but no, it's not. I mean, it's coming. I know it's coming out, but no, it's not out there yet. That's what I thought it was today because I saw the update. And today it's here.
Son of a bitch.
It'll be like this week or next week, the latest.
Feel good to have my shoes off. I got this thing about taking my shoes off, and I had to explain to one of my girlfriends that, listen, I don't like taking my shoes off, you know,
Oh, shit,
but it's not that big a deal. But once I do take them off, it pretty much means I'm in for that. I'm in for the night. Don't ask me to go nowhere. Don't ask me to do nothing. Where I got to put my shoes on and go back out the house. Think about it a thing long or hard. But of course, that was a stupid mistake I was young. Because now that I told her that, she had to figure out a way. You really ain't gonna go out the house because you took your shoes off, and it's important. And of course, you do it because you love her. But then you realize it's a game.
Yep.
What's the game, brother?
That
They want to make you do something that you don't want.
Just want to see if they can make you do something.
How much you love them?
Just to see how much you love them.
That's the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
How old are you, my
Once
friend?
get married, yeah.
I'm only 23.
That's all
Okay,
right.
I get it. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. Listen, bro, don't let it seem like me and El Morocco are the biggest pimps and max, and man, this took years of trial and error.
Grinding and hurting and fucking it up so many times.
Yes,
Synchronized.
I have fucked up relationships that were with good women, and women have fucked up good relationships with me. You know what I mean? But I've had to learn different things. And look, first off, what I had to learn is that certain things are going to be general issue, standard issue with women. You're very rarely going to find one who doesn't have this issue.
Or builds one.
There are certain things that are just standard across the gender, and that's fine. I grew up in a different era than you did. When I was 23, the world was different. What are we doing? Oh, a defense.
Defense. Yeah, we're square on it.
Hey, brother, can we bump it up a notch?
Next time, yeah, we'll bump it up. Oh, yeah, I don't want this. I don't want this thing.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
Mortars.
All right, it's gonna be my last one for tonight, fellas.
Okay. And all right. So what I was saying, friend, was this: the world was different when I was your age. First off, you didn't have this. When I was 23, it was 1994. I'm fresh out of college.
Hellpod launch initiated.
You didn't have
Christ, y'all were listening to Michael Jackson. And
Yes.
Prince.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I
used to wear my goddamn one.
In order to,
one hand in a
you didn't grow up in an era where, in order to get, when I was a teenager, in order to get to a woman, get to a girl, I had to call her house.
Oh yeah.
Not her cell phone, her house. And that phone would ring her house, and 9 times out of 10, she didn't answer.
It was dad or mom.
It was her mom, her dad, maybe an older sister or brother. Now I gotta ask for her.
Hey, you gotta be sly. You gotta be.
Now I ain't gotta be sly. What I gotta do is be respectful.
Hey, I was gonna say just that. You gotta be respectful.
Just be respectful.
How you say it?
Well, because they're gonna pick up the phone and say what? Hello, and I'm gonna say, hello. This is Fred. Can I speak with Chanel? Now I done identified myself. You know what I mean? And stated who I wanted to speak to. If they have any questions, they're just being nosy, and that's fine too. This is their
that's family, yeah.
This is their family, their child.
Yeah,
they want to know.
I gotta text the bitch on Snapchat after I try and get her Snapchat at a party. I have to be like, "What's up, girl?" And she's talking to like Drake. Drake is my competition now, nigga.
Drake is not your competition. You can't compete with Drake. Drake is not your competition. You can't compete with Drake. Simple as that. Not on the level that, not in the arena that you want to compete. That you think you have to compete.
Brother. Not only that, we got bitches out here, OnlyFans models flying to Dubai.
Yeah.
Talking about,
listen.
I had so much.
What you're going to have to do is do what men have been doing since time began. Is have patience.
Yep.
Because what's going to happen, and what's going to happen is, and this is why, and I'm going to tell you why, this is why, especially single older men who didn't get married early are looking for younger women. They're looking at, why? On God's earth would I get with a woman who got 2 grown kids and a teenager at home? Why would I do that? What is the cost benefit? The math ain't math. That cost benefit analysis don't pay. Now, the heart wants what the heart wants. You can fall in love with anybody and anyone for any reason. and you just have to have a mature enough heart.
Really, bro?
But
Really, bro?
women will lead.
Come
Women
on.
will lead with bravado more times than you're aware of. All of the stuff you hear on social media is bravado. It's them covering insecurities about their lives, like especially women who are looking for a mate and ain't nobody checking for them. So now they gotta insult who you checking for and why you checking for. I ain't even, oh, you only want her because she's easy to control. What if I said yes to that? Yeah, that's exactly why I want her. She's a little bit more easy to control. She gonna listen when I tell her not to do something or not to do something. She gonna listen. You fucking hard-headed. Now, that's not to say that's the way I view a relationship, but I mean, there are some people who do.
Bro,
And
you don't understand. For thousands of years, niggas just sold bitches, bro. You want a daughter? Here's my daughter.
Yeah,
bro.
they did that.
7 cows. Like,
But they did that in a world where the number one leading cause of death besides being killed by a human being was death by predator. So she didn't want to necessarily be out there in the world watching motherfucking goats.
Calling down fortifications.
You know what I'm saying? Even though, like, in the field, while it's fucking wolves or lions or bears hunting your sheep or your goats.
yeah,
Now,
wolves used to be big, dog. They
yeah,
used to
and
be,
what they would do
and then
is,
they got
listen,
crocodiles, alligators.
what he
now,
wanted
they
was
got
a
panthers.
what that man wanted was a young wife who was going to produce children, so these sons can help him work.
Damn,
That
bro,
was
it
their goal.
Like that for so long. Now
We don't live like that, and we've got to adjust. Society has got to adjust.
Dog, there used to be hot girls at McDonald's. Now there's like OnlyFans models.
Yeah, shit.
Calling down fortifications.
Heavy. Southwest.
Like you said, there used to be a hot girl at McDonald's. What's happening is the world and internet has given people microwave fame and fortune, so they haven't had to earn anything. It just comes
I
so.
don't have no social media. Ain't nobody real in there.
Nothing's real.
Zuckerberg is a real like lizard dog. Have you seen him?
Oh, it's a what you call it here? Stalker.
Requesting sentry.
A skinwalker?
Stalker.
What do you mean by that?
There was a stalker in here.
Invisible
One
ones.
of the invisible ones.
Oh, yeah,
But
that's
as a young man, what you have to do is work on yourself as a improving yourself financially, spiritually, and emotionally, so that when you meet a woman worth your time and energy, you're ready for her. You know what I mean? You don't want to meet the one and not be freaking ready.
Calling down a
But you
sentry.
met on Tinder on an application. They're doing it because they can't be in front of nobody. You know what I mean?
And I'm gonna tell you, you only want to find a woman for you. I want you to imagine all of the things that woman is doing on a daily basis,
Heavy. South. 50
As we got 2 miles on it.
and then go do those things.
Alright, I'll put some tank mines in there, and next time you get another guy.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Whatever
hear
you, whatever
It's
you
just a
think,
waiting game.
yeah. And whatever you want her to be doing in life. If you want a woman that works out,
Requesting
or want a
sentry.
woman that and is in the books, and or whatever you think she would be doing in her free time, go do those things. She'll be right there for you, waiting on you.
Requesting fortifications.
She'll be right there waiting on you. But again, you have to be ready for her. Because if you're not ready for her, you're gonna waste her time. What she gonna end up doing is she gonna end up fucking with somebody that ain't that she not ready for.
Calling down a sentry.
and gonna blame it on you subconsciously, or why she the way she is. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I could conceive you. Realistically, say I may have fucked up a couple women in my day. I may have had them fucked up in the game. My bad. It wasn't my intent, but I was. Look, Mackin was different back then. These girls wasn't acting like, if I invited you to my crib, she wasn't acting like she didn't know I was trying to fuck. What do you mean you want to have sex? Bitch, why do you think you at my house?
Yep. I want to talk to you here.
I'm trying to hit. Okay, then listen, if that's not what you want, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Look, my bad. I misread the situation. No hard feelings. But now what you can do is remember, Fred, my girlfriend need a ride. And look, tell her the scepter's $0.25. Back then, that's what it was. Scepter was the $1.25.
Not to mention, how am I supposed to mac on bitches? Can't afford a full packet of avocados at fucking Jasper, though. $12?
Yeah, and listen, I thoroughly am on your side with the young people on that. These old folks have held power too long.
What do you mean by that? Don't say dangerous, indoctrinating statements like that. What do you mean by that? Would you like to clarify, sir?
What I like to clarify is that my Generation X, we need to be the last generation in power. That's
When he means in power,
before you
that we're like
in politics,
the ones that
sometimes this is a new world. Old ideas have to die with old education.
So, educational system is dying right now. We got a whole new thing in Texas, and I'm glad for it. Listen, I'm a teacher, and the system that we have right now fucking sucks.
The teaching has become such what America likes to do. In some point we're obsessed with numbers, and then we ignore them. We're obsessed with numbers we like and ignore the ones we don't.
That's about to change, man.
And they turn teaching into a competitive sport.
Yes, it is.
Nah, but now they're documenting boys and girls and talking. Listen, they won't even report sexual assaults or attempted kidnappings to the police anymore. And if you're a transgender girl or boy, they support it and hide it from the parents. The whole teaching thing is gone to shit, dog. What do you mean?
No, that's not teaching. Again, that's see what happens is that's not teaching. What that is social engineering, and it's dog whistle politics. I want you to, for a second, get into the mind of a transgendered person. Regardless, I'm not going to talk about how I feel about it personally, but let's just play a game, a thought exercise.
The scenario. This
is a scenario. This person is confused. Every message that they've ever gotten in their life is that they should be and feel one way, and they don't. Everybody in their family, they don't know how to talk to them. Because their family has probably said and done some things that made them think that they will absolutely hate that their child was transgender,
or
homosexual.
Not proper, because you remember back then, if you didn't do certain things, you're not a real kid. You're not actually real.
You didn't play sports. You know what I mean?
There's always been fucking freaks who like there's always been a guy who likes get really horny and gets in a dress and gets like super horny in the middle of
That's
the
his personal choice. Everybody
First
got
off,
their right
That's
to be
always
freaky.
been a guy.
I
There's
would.
always been a pervert around the corner. You're don't go around
There's
that corner.
always
There's
going to be a
Lenny. He likes to
pervert.
put in a dress.
Period. And most of these perverts aren't homosexual or transgendered men. What they
Yeah, but
are,
girls messed up in their
they're
head.
sexually assaulting women in sports. They make up for a large proportion of sexual assaults now. Trans men to women have made up for.
I don't know the
something like
statistics on this.
54 It's 54%.
listen,
of
I don't
sexual
know. I don't know the statistics on this. I don't. But I also know the statistics can be extremely deceiving. Listen, dude, I'm a scientist.
It depends who bangs
Numbers,
the
numbers.
survey.
I could convince you that an elephant can hang by on it from a daisy by its tail off a cliff, with using physics. I could convince you. Know what I mean, but would you trust it?
Right. For example, if I do a survey on fried chicken, and I go to Georgia, I go to Alaska, I go to Texas, and I go to Florida, my numbers are going to be way up, and I'll choose the one that I want to use. Hey, 60% on flavor of choice, but you went to a different state where you knew it's going to be, our favorite dish.
All divers to enter the extraction radius.
Oh shoot! All right, here we go.
This is Pelican 1 preparing for touchdown.
Oh shit, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
All right.
When you got mines and turrets, it's a cakewalk.
Yeah.
They had a different version when this first came out of defense, where you were, I forget what you had to do,
Stand by for takeoff.
but the layouts were different and the way they came in, and they would break through.
Yep.
They would break through gates 1 and 2.
Extraction complete.
Sometimes all the way to the back.
I miss those.
But young
yeah,
man, listen, the world is going to change in your lifetime. Believe, when I was 20, when I was 23, I couldn't imagine the world. Again, I'm a scientist. I'm bright. I'm forward thinking. I'm a futurist.
Shit, you saw the Jetson. That's what it was. We were
Yeah.
little kids watching
were
the
waiting for flying
Jetsons,
cars.
and we thought that shit was gonna be.
Now, as I became an adult, I realized there's no one in the world who will ever give us a flying car.
And when I got my first automatic vacuum cleaner, I stared at it for a very long time because that was Robotina, whatever her name was on the show. The maid.
The maid, yeah, I know you're talking about. Then I want to call it Judy, but that's not that wasn't the maid.
But you know what I'm talking about, the robot.
Yeah, what was it? Ruby?
Ooh, boy,
Ruby.
we're in danger, bro. Like, you're talking about technological advancement. In 12 years, no, not in 12, in 5 years, there's gonna be sex dolls that are gonna fuck up America, dude. The birth rate is gonna go down so fast.
Listen,
Like, you don't...
We need it to
Bro.
go down. We got a lot of people in here.
bro, you Mexican, and I'm black.
Always good to have another hero.
We ain't got no problems making babies.
They got no problem. We make the most
Bro.
babies in the universe.
Bro, why do you think that the
Please don't cancel me for this, but this is why. This is why politicians are acting the way they're acting,
No help
because they realize that white folks ain't procreating fast enough.
cause for celebration.
You know what I mean? And they did it to themselves. And what I mean by they did it to themselves, it wasn't the individual person; it was corporations. The food that they've been pushing on themselves for the past 50 years is so fucking horrible and bad for you. It fucked up their reproductive systems, their immune systems, everything.
Yep.
I had a great
like a
aunt.
personal attack.
On what?
It feels like an attack on white people. Like, they've been under attack for a long time.
No, they haven't. What do you mean
No,
attack?
I haven't.
What happens?
So
This is
you
what
don't
accountability looks like.
No. Let me ask you something then. You don't think the mass immigration problem in Denmark, in England, in France, Italy, Portugal, in Brazil, in America, all these Christian nations, majority white Christian nations. White people only make up like 5% of the world population, by the way, but all these Christian nations have mass migration problems starting since when? Since 2012.
Okay.
Why? Why?
No.
Why?
And then who owns the big
Let me
companies that make
just
the
say.
money for everybody?
Let me just ask you this thing, because what I want to do is frame the question. What I want to do is make sure I'm understanding the frame of the question.
Hey,
Well,
I don't want to cut you
what
guys
do
off,
you
but I gotta
consider
go,
when they?
guys. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
if I
We're
leave,
gonna.
I'm gonna cut you off.
We're friends.
I mean,
We'll link up.
I don't want to interrupt you, bro. Have a blessed day.
I'm about to leave, so if you guys want to invite each other, that
Yeah,
way
I'm
we cool. But
gonna
I
go
gotta
back
go.
to my ship, but then I'll invite you and we'll talk a little bit because I'm about to
There
end
you
for
go.
the
There you
night.
go.
But listen, the stream want to hear this conversation too. This is what Unc does. He gives you sound advice. He talks you through issues. But I do want to say this, fans. I think the young man has
It is the
fallen
illuminate
to
who ought fear what comes
common
next.
fear
The
mongering
Kraken has been drawn.
and the
Now it can be slain.
glut of misinformation and without call a spade propaganda that fills our airwaves, our social media, our politics. Any position that leads with stomping out empathy for other human beings and othering people, immigration. Here the man's a Mexican American. And I don't know his family history and when they immigrated, how they immigrated, and I've got
has joined squadron.
complex views on that. One being that, look, most of this country was theirs to begin with, but how do we reconcile old world colonialism and imperialism in today's society with?
Hold on, bro. I just joined. What happened?
Now, I was just talking to the stream.
You have a stream?
Yes, Uncle Gamer Network on YouTube.
Damn it, dude. I'm gonna be exposed as a racist.
No. Now, listen, I do want to talk to you about that because I have to live with that for a moment to really.
Okay, bro. Let me put it this way.
Digest.
In Russia, let me put it this way. In Russia, you cannot criticize Putin. Get killed.
No.
In North Korea, you cannot criticize Kim Jong-un. Get killed. In China, you cannot criticize Mao. You get killed. In America, if you boycott Israel, you will be arrested and detained and sentenced for 25 years to 50 years. Why? How come I can't boycott? I can boycott any company, but I can't boycott Israel? In 38 states of America, I cannot legally boycott Israel?
That's a very
Kanye criticized Israel and Jews, and now they debanked them.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. I always say this about Kanye. When that happened to him, Kanye was worth $2.5 billion or something like that, right? And overnight, within 7 days, he was worth tens of millions. That is a fall of unprecedented proportions. Now, the thing about it is, he went out and said publicly, "Hey, this is how I feel about the Jewish community when it refers to the business and how the world that I maneuver in works with them." Right? And if you say something, they'll take it all away. And what happened? Exactly what he said would happen and how it works happened. They didn't like what he said, claimed he was anti-Semitic, took it all away. Now, was he right? That's not for me to say. I reserve judgment on that. Like I was saying before you came in, is that there are certain. I believe that human beings, the change in human culture, period, needs to start with empathy. The moment you lead with a policy or belief that is lacking empathy for your fellow human being, you're in the wrong side of history.
Ever nearer.
You're on the wrong side of history. This is why they don't want. In any history that only teaches the good stuff about your country, your past, and your culture.
I got a question for you, bro.
It's not history. That's propaganda.
I got a question for you then.
Go for it.
Do you feel like you should show empathy to an enemy that does not show empathy to you or your children?
As an individual?
No, as a race. A race of people believing that they're the chosen God of people, that they can treat you, an animal, as an unintelligent being and take away your life.
That doesn't mean
profit.
Being empathetic does not mean being foolish. They are not tied together. I can understand where you're coming from and how you feel and still say you're wrong. You understand what I mean? But listen, you want to know how I feel about the Israeli-Palestinian issue? I actually believe that the Israelis are absolutely wrong, but they learn from the best. They weren't, and they're not the only country complicit in this atrocity against the Palestinian people in the state of Palestine. The United States is indubitably complicit. Great Britain, France, Germany, indubitably complicit in what happened there. They gave refuge to a persecuted people, and this persecuted people turned on them with the intent of doing so from day one.
But do you understand how the idea? So if you say let's say you put Mexicans there, they would be grateful. No, the Christian Mexicans, they would understandably be grateful and have a co-communion with the local community and not disrupt the local community. However, Jews entered the community, and instead of what happened, they destroyed it, and look at what it is now.
Again,
here, brother, I would actually like to read a few passages of the Jewish Talmud, the Jewish Bible, if you would say.
Sure.
Murdering Goyim is like killing a wild animal. So anyone who is not Jewish is a Goyim. Therefore, in their doctrine, they can murder you, and it's not a crime. As a matter of fact, it's like killing a chicken. Here's the next one. Even the best of the Gentiles should be killed. Meaning, even if you are not Jewish and you are the most amazing person in the world, you should be killed. All right, next. A goy who pries into the law, the Talmud, is guilty of death. So anyone who is not Jewish, they view as traitorous to their God and should be put to death by the word of God. To communicate anything to a goy about our religion, relations would be equal to murdering all of the Jews. For if a goyim knew what we teach about them, they would kill us openly. Now, I don't need to explain that one because it's so openly explicit. They want to murder us and take away our rights for profit. And if we knew about it openly, we would kill them openly. Now,
I
that
would
is what they think, not what I said. That is
now
what they think.
on. I am going to take what you said as literal gospel. You said you're reading it from the Jewish Talmud. So now, but what I
Do you
would
want
need
to
to
hear the?
hold on. Let me finish. What I would need to do though is read the whole context of it, because there's
Okay.
always context. And
Of
I'm not
course.
saying so. I would so let me reserve my judgment on that
Of
until I
course.
actually do
So
that.
let me put in a couple contexts for you. A couple that may or may not need context for you. Let's say, uh, Yabamoth 11b. So this is the chapter 11b Yabamoth.
Okay.
Sexual intercourse with a little girl is permitted if she is of 3 years of age. So even within their own race, they view as pedophilia against young children as completely okay by the word of their own God. Now, you can add context to that if you want to, but by any context, I do believe sexual intercourse with a 3-year-old is pedophilia. Therefore, a crime against God. Now, this is their own religious text, not the ones I'm saying, not the words I'm saying. Their own religious texts say that it's permitted. You want to read another one about a
You
little
sound like
girl?
Denzel Washington and Malcolm X.
Brother, you have no idea the pent-up anger I have against these fucking Jews, these false
Listen.
Jews. These are not Israelites. They've taken the word of God, they falsified the word of Christians, and they tried to commune Christian Jesus with Judeo-Christian values that do not exist. We do not share these values. Jews do not share the same values as Christians. We accept the word of Christ, and they betrayed him. They killed him, and they sent him to a fucking tomb, and he rose again 3 days later. For it was a Jew that said, "He is not the Son of God. For if he was, he would not be on a cross before us." Because Jesus, I better calm down. My heart rate's up.
Calm down.
Listen, bro.
I've got my own views on religion across the board. So
Okay.
it's I can understand your passion. And again, I am empathetic to your passions.
Brother, you don't understand the hate I have, for you do not know the words I've read. You have to hear this. Gad Sash.
But hate never solves anything.
A Jew may violate but not marry a non-Jewish girl. Now the next one is particularly disturbing. Tasaf Abad Adoba Seraph B. If a goy kills a goy or a Jew, he is responsible. But if a Jew kills a goy, he is not responsible. That wasn't the one I was looking for. Sorry, it was right here.
Do you actually have a Jewish Talmud in front of you, or are you looking on the website? I'm just curious.
No. This is the Jewish Talmud.
Okay.
I'm
gonna go get one. They got one at the library.
I want you to write this down. It's Adob Sarah 37a. A Gentile girl who is 3 years old can
What I want you to do is send it to me.
That's
in a text.
Particularly disturbing.
Send it to me in a text.
They specify 3. That means they wait until 3 years old, and then they specify 3 for whatever reason. Not only do they say that it is permitted against their own race, the Jews, it is also it's permitted against all races, for every race. So it's particularly disturbing that they would permit it for any race, but to allow it to happen to their own race is insanity.
Yeah.
It's insanity. I don't know how anyone can say, "Oh, I'll let my 3-year-old daughter get violated by my uncle." It's fine. That's not fine.
To codify it in your religion, your religious text is nasty work.
A 2,000-year-old religious text, not a religious text, a 2,000-year-old religious text. Let me read a couple ones, because you don't understand the hate I have. Listen.
Please. I'm trying not to. I'm actually about to get off
Majority.
because there's my homeboys invite me to play another game.
Word.
Yeah, play a different game, so I'm going to do that. But and I gotta be honest, bro. That hate energy right now, I got to get away from it. Nothing
I
personal.
understand, bro.
Please join me again for other conversations. And
No, but you have to understand before you let go this conversation, you have to understand that at the peak of slave trade in America, the majority slave owners were Jewish at 71%, owning over how many? It doesn't say here, but it said they sold slaves at $1,200. That's crazy. $1,200 for a person.
Listen. There's going to be very little you're going to tell me about racism in America, the true culprits, the economics of it. The word people talk about woke now, because what you will be considered woke, or by their broad and defaming definition. But woke really means is that I, as a black man, whatever minority I may be in America, understand the game that I'm playing against you better than you do. In fact, these modern racists have gotten lazy. They don't want to be covert no more. It's too much fucking work. So the mechanism that they use are lazy. They don't cover it up the way they used to. They've gotten lazy with it.
Being an open, proud racist is lazy now?
A little bit. I don't want to say it's lazy. I don't want to say it's lazy.
Why would they be shamed into being? Why would it be shameful to
because
be racist?
You can latch on to anything to hate a whole group of people.
Okay.
And
now, is it shameful to hate
something
for a good reason?
Anybody, you can make anything be a good reason in your head. That don't make it a good reason to me.
Okay, so what's a good reason for you?
There is no good reason to have absolute hate towards a whole race of people.
Okay, let me ask you something. If it's not a good
hate doesn't serve,
then okay.
What I can be is standoffish, and even not even. Listen, let me explain to you this way. This is how black people feel about white people in America, because I can't talk about the whole Jewish thing because I haven't done enough, and I haven't lived it enough in my face to really to say I can form and make an informed opinion. Maybe you have, I haven't. So what I'll say is this: as a black man, I can trust a white person, and in fact, I do. I was talking about him before. My brother from another mother, love him to death, will do anything for him and his family. If he was ever accused of a crime whose punishment was to be put to death, I would confess. That's how much I love him. Okay? But I don't trust white people.
So you don't feel safer with your belongings not being stolen in a white neighborhood than a black neighborhood, or the hood per se. If you went to the hood, would you leave your car doors open?
Of course not. I wouldn't leave my car doors open in a white neighborhood. No? I've had my car stolen. No? I've had my car stolen in a white neighborhood.
Okay.
But that's not it. I just wouldn't leave my car doors open because that's not a safe thing to do, regardless of what neighborhood I'm in. Listen, as a black man, every neighborhood's a bad neighborhood if I'm not from there. I can't, when I'm driving through a non-black neighborhood, you don't understand the mental gymnastics that I have to go through. One, I can't drive too fast or too slow. Because if I'm driving too fast, I'm going to get pulled over for speed. If I'm driving too slow, I look like I'm casing the neighborhood. And then I'm saying, oh, what are you doing around here? You casing the neighborhood. You know what I mean? I'm suspicious. Okay?
Hermano, so brother, I'm a pool builder, and I'm always in like let's say a dandy car. It's an old car,
Right.
and I'm always Mexican. I always look dangerous. Now,
Yes.
when I'm going around these neighborhoods, I wave at these guys, and they wave back on their little golf carts, and they're happy to see me. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm Mexican, but I'm in like work, dirty Adidas, tee, and jeans,
Because you're part of the
and
plan.
they see a Mexican in an old car. Well, okay.
You're
So
part of the plan.
are they racist, or
Uh,
am I racist?
we're all a little bit racist indirectly. Like I just said, what I just said of how I feel about white people is very racist. It's very prejudiced. It's not racist, it's prejudice. Because
Okay.
racism has a social, not just a sociological effect, but a socioeconomic effect. And I have no.
So, do you think if you're acting like a victim all the time, that people owe you something? Because nowadays, uh,
I am owed
there's
something.
a no, but there's a university. Was it a Portland University accepted the most black applicants in the history of their university, and they had to lower the graduation standard, and even then, only 22% of the black applicants graduated.
That's
So
that's
even if you
actually a
are,
big.
so even
That's
if you
actually a
are
big
given the
number.
opportunity,
When I was in
it
college,
seemed to be
my
squandered.
professor. Listen to what I'm telling you. When I was in my freshman year in college, I never forget it. My freshman year chemistry professor, he's the head of the department, Dr. Robert Conley. He said to us, "I want you everybody to look to your left, look to your right." He said, one of them not going to be here. He said, by the end of the year, one of them not going to be here. In 2 years, two of y'all not going to be here.
Okay.
Which two of y'all is it going to be? 2/3 of people don't graduate from college in 4 years. 2/3.
So that's
So
33%. No,
that's
that's
33%.
33% graduation rate.
That's
Okay.
33% graduation rate across the board.
From a difference to a 22%
Yeah.
graduation rate after they lowered the graduation. So would you say that's a lower
Now,
quality doctor? Would you be
how do you
proud
lower
to
graduation
say?
standards?
I'm looking it up right now, bro.
Well, how do you? What I'm saying, what is a lower graduation standard? You got to make a certain grade.
They lowered the
Period.
GPA standard of the graduating class, so you
Okay.
do not need sufficient graduating classes. So after they lowered those classes, after they lowered those credits needed, would you be proud to say this is a black doctor? I've seen his credentials. I am happy
First
what is
off,
it?
you're reaching because now what happens is this. Ooh, blanket. Yeah. What happens is this. Um, what medical school is accepting somebody into their program like that? All right. That's number one. Number two. Um, if they did that and they got into medical school and passed medical school, they're a doctor. And then they did a residency. They're a doctor. You got people who didn't go to medical school, was in medics in the army, and became doctors.
Okay.
There's more than one
So
path.
so let's talk about the same
But
issue
listen, I
with a
gotta go.
different
Like I said,
profession.
my homeboy is he done sent me like 3 messages.
My bad.
When's
My
it?
bad.
When are you usually on?
Afternoons, buddy.
All right, cool.
Afternoons.
Because I'm usually on all day. Look for me,
All right, buddy.
young man. You have a good day.
Have a blessed day, bro.
Allied destroyer coordinates received. Allied destroyer has left squadron. Allied destroyer coordinates received.
Guess who's
No,
the Zach?
for my slippers.
Popped up on you like toast.
Yeah, let's do it to it, bro.
What we doing here?
Level 7 squids.
Squids, level 7. Free to college. Let's do it.
Did you read over the patch notes, bro?
Nope. Not at all. I don't care.
Okay.
Shoot shit.
I mean, I feel you.
Helldiver, what is your profession?
Launch initiated.
I came to chew bubblegum, shoot squids.
Explosives.
And I'm all out of bubblegum. Yeah, I was just I don't know, probably wasn't watching my stream, but I was just talking to this 23-year-old Mexican kid who's an absolute racist against Jewish people. I was like, listen, man, first off, everybody's a little prejudiced. Everybody. I don't care who you are. But to have absolute hate for people, I just don't have that in my heart. It's hard for me to have absolute hate for an individual, much less a whole race of people. No matter how many questionable texts verses they have in their religious text. Every religion has questionable verses in their religious text. It was written by creepy men 3,000 years ago.
Take the first start on.
Whoa.
Right here.
Take the what?
No, that's for
Alright.
yeah.
Alright, where we headed, folks?
Marking location, southeast.
Southeast. Copy that, moving. Got a little question mark here, I don't know what this is about. Oh, one of them big boys. Let's see what this wasp do to him. Oh, where'd you come from?
Oh,
reloading?
shit. That shit blew that motherfucker to pieces. Yo.
Oh, sample rock right off the bat, huh? Gotta love it. I'm coming to you, fellas.
Squid outpost. Dropping a pin, east, 100 meters.
Come on, you snitch. I got you. Oh, shit. Big giants.
Squid!
Giant squids chasing me. But I have seen the giant squid, the gunships.
Requesting sentry! Say hello to democracy!
Calling in a hell bomb.
Shit. I'm down.
I got the terminal. Calling in reinforcements. Clear the area.
Oh, why'd you just call him in here? Oh shit. Oh shit.
I survived.
Calling in orbital strike.
Democracy delivered. Oh, what the fuck? What was the warning?
Reloading.
You hear me?
50 meters.
You didn't hear that.
Holy snackies.
Reinforcing.
Alright, B2, you coming in.
Northeast, 300 meters. Tagging back. Northeast, 100 meters.
Box. South.
Box.
What the fuck was that?
Gunship. Yeah, squids have gunships now. Alright, let's group up. Let B1 take point with the walker. Wedge formation on him.
Objective located. East.
Found something.
Package acquired.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Dropping package.
Objective critical stratagem no longer
On the
available.
ground. I'm going for that car.
Requesting sentry.
I'm at the flag. Holy smokes.
Calling down a sentry.
Where's the flag at?
On the other side of this wall, keep going around.
Dropping package.
Up there with the statue. Can't go up that way.
Dropping package. Package acquired.
This thing was almost out of ammo.
Alright, I'm on Uncle Gamer on site. Oh. I'm down.
What the fuck?
Why'd you call?
Helldiver, reporting to the front.
Oh, shit.
Package acquired.
Oh my fucking
Requesting
god.
sentry. Dropping package. Calling down a sentry. Package acquired. Dropping package.
Holy shit. Where'd he come from? Fucking harvester.
How about a nice cup of liberty!
Are you? Where?
Objective completed. It's rough over there, bro.
Requesting air support.
Man, I ain't got nothing but these diamond things chasing me.
All the way.
Requesting sentry.
Requesting orbital. Requesting orbital strike. And orbital strike.
Not today! You'll never destroy our way of life! Dropping a pin, northwest, 100 meters.
Where you at, bro?
Back at the flag.
Advanced weaponry!
I'd already called it in. It's just keep going back down every time I, you know.
Throwing grenade! Switch!
Oh, what the fuck?
Calling in reinforcements!
Oh. I'm saying, like, what the fuck is that light? Yeah, dummy, it was the fucking airstrike. Right on top of me.
Orbital inbound.
I guess I should not be doing this then, because nobody else is over here with me.
I'm trying to get there.
Calling in orbital strike.
I'm stuck on top of the building. Oh. Oh my god, what the fuck?
That's empty.
Oh, I got one of those motherfuckers on me. Oh, shit. Now I'm getting electric. Oh my god.
Oh, fucking Tesla?
Yeah. I was running from one of them fucking Cyclops motherfuckers in a Tesla car. Whoa.
Oh! You walked right in front of that.
Calling in reinforcements! Calling down a sentry! Joining the fray. Requesting sentry!
Sending down sentry.
Calling down a sentry!
Sending down sentry. Liberty dispensed.
Alright, time to get off the X.
South, 50 meters.
Heavy, north, 50 meters. Calling down a support weapon. New mag.
Got incoming, fellas.
Tagging map, north, 200 meters. For prosperity. I need stems!
So 2 hits with your roper takes out them big ugly motherfuckers. Ooh. That was
What the
spicy.
fuck was that?
One from the Wasp. Though that was the Wasp.
That was both of us at the same time, man.
In artillery mode.
Oh.
Man, they get to swiping with that staff. They dangerous. Uh-oh.
No.
Sending in an eagle. Requesting sentry.
Deploying sentry.
Oh, shit. Tesla tower. Did not see it till it was too late.
Calling in a hell bomb. New mag. Engaging terminal.
Run.
One more. Clear the area. Reinforcing.
Freedom spreads yet further. Extract when ready.
Found something. Point me to the enemy. North. Requesting air support.
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Calling down a sentry.
We gotta get this, disruptor. Alright, I'm about to quit. I done shot my terrorists like 3 times already.
One life for Super Earth. Calling in reinforcements. Helldiver. Squid! Liberty, take me! weapon. Dropping a pin. Southwest. 50 meters. Requesting air support.
Oh, shit.
I'm done, fellas.